Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've been on here, and I don't know if any of you have been following my Facebook post, but I put up a post yesterday about being poked and nudged and punched in the face about doing things, and I feel like I have to get on here and say something about being blocked, and maybe this is the start. And see, I'm like, maybe this is the start. No, this is the start of the rest of it. We've had a lot that has happened in the last probably year and a half now that I've had to deal with, and a lot, it's to do with the family, and I don't want to get into it right now. I love you too, Leah, right now, because I have taken down my website because I'm revamping it to be a little bit more personal and not so a little bit more jumbled. So, but the blocks, in dealing with family stuff, and when you love someone and you care about someone, you want to see them do well, it is hard to pay attention to everything else going on in your life. And when you do what I do and you're trying to help people, it's not only physically, it's a lot of mental game. It takes a lot out of you. And so to be able to concentrate on both is very hard. But we are on the other side of it, like I said, and the new website is going to go up soon. And but being blocked, how do you get through that? Thanks everybody for popping on here. I didn't think anybody was actually paying attention because like I said, I've been away for a long time. But how do you get through your blocks? I don't think the blocks are necessarily a bad thing, and a lot of people talk about blocks, about this, you're blocked for this, you're blocked for that, you can't get through to what you want to do because of this thing and that thing. But what it really comes down to mostly is fear. And what you have to do is face it. And you can see me stumbling all over the place tonight, and getting back out there for me is my big fear, because what if I'm good? That's my biggest fear. What happens if I'm good? What happens if I succeed? What happens if I can actually help people? What happens if they're listening? What happens if they're what happens if they're hearing? Like, am I going to do good enough for them that I'll actually be able to help them? That's probably my biggest block. And in what I do, there are a lot of people out there who are already helping people so well that it's hard when you're the little guy to break out there and do your thing. Even though you know that you have helped people in the past, I have been constantly helping people along the way, but not necessarily as big as I could be. So what you have to do is face them. And I was watching a video yesterday about actually writing down the lies you tell yourself, and you categorize them in the lies you tell yourself about your relationships, the lies that you tell yourself about money, the lies you tell yourself about what you want in your life, and the lies that you tell yourself about what you think about yourself. And there's probably oh, Mary, I love you too. But if you actually write those down, and you have to do it in pencil, and there's a reason for it. Lisa Nichols, that's the video. If you find her, just YouTube Lisa Nichols and watch her. She's a transformational coach is what she is. But if you write those down in pencil, all the lies that you tell yourself, it's very easy to find what the lies are, because it's very easy to be very general. But then you go back in red pen and you write out the truth, and that's where the hard part comes in, is because the truth is not always as pretty as the lie, even though the lie looks terrible sometimes on the thing. So I encourage everybody to go find Lisa Nichols on YouTube, and if you are having a block and need to get past it, because she's I don't want to say amazing, because I say amazing to everything, but But anyway, in my own life, like I was saying, the fear is what if I do well? What happens then? So this Facebook Live is part of that, because I still don't know the answer to that one, but I figure, and I've been coached along that, if you just have to do, because sometimes if you just push through the block and you face it head on, you'll get past it. And it's not always an easy thing to do, but and it's not always a fear of succeeding. It's whatever your fear is, that's what mine is. But so this was just to jump on and say I'm back. And I'm sorry if you don't want to see all my other videos, because they're coming, and to watch out for the website, because it's going to be a little bit different than before. So thank you guys for joining. You're right, Dee Dee, we are all harder on ourselves than anyone else can be. So that's actually a good point. We are harder on ourselves than we can be, but you just have to get out there. There's flies. They're the dumb flies right now because it's going to rain, but the most annoying kind. But I urge you to write down what you think your block is. Write down what you're telling yourself is a lie. Scratch it out and write down what that truth is. And once it's a little bit freeing once you do that. So I'll see you guys again, and thanks for coming on and helping me get through this little block. I hope you guys have a great weekend.